to be able to cross over that situation as well.
No, I agree with you. Help me, like this is an amazing piece, and we didn't show this earlier. Let's take a look at this, guys, because this piece sums up in a lot of ways your style. Now, this piece right here is a surreal piece. You have textured the canvas, you've added gold or something else on that. Rejection of the fair.
That actually was a sketch, and I think we might even actually have the pencil draft sketch for this. But I did this in a storm on the boat on a desert island, or off a desert island in the Pacific Islands. And the original draft was done probably over a year ago, just the pencil sketch.
So from start to completion, a year.
Yeah.
And what were you envisioning? I mean, is there some symbolism with the bird?
Well, yeah, a lot of it really has to do with there's an instantaneous situation of thought sometimes. I mean, I do a lot of process as far as the mythological paintings and the historical paintings that I do, obviously the ones with the stories, but some of them, particularly when I'm out in the middle of the ocean, you know, and I've got the 6 or 7 native guys that work for me, and we've either just been diving. A lot of the pieces that you're actually seeing tonight were created by me doing pencil sketches on the boat.
Wow.
I'd sit and watch the sunset go down in the evenings, or I'd just sit in the kitchen of the ship and simply draw these ideas. And it was a way for me to relax in any sense after a long day out at sea, to be able to recreate those pieces as well. So, and then, as I said, inherently that one was developed while I was on a boat on the ocean.
Wow.
So it does look very nautical, I must admit.
It is. Well, the piece we're showing now, I gravitate towards this. Was this an experience you had in the United States,
Certainly
Alaska,
was.
Arizona?
Certainly was. That's actually Monument Valley, where
in Arizona,
where the Navajo people live. And actually, I've got some great American Indian friends, and I've spent some time with them riding in the hills, just experiencing their life, listening to their stories, who they are, and just a fascinating group of people. And this was really part and parcel of one of the journeys. I actually hiked through the whole of Monument Valley.
You hiked through there?
Yeah, hiked through there, yeah.
It gets hot.
It gets real hot. But guess what? When I was there, it was snowing.
Oh, so you were there in the winter.
And the colours of the snow were purple and yellows. It was amazing.
Oh, this is stunning. And what a lot of people don't get is the composition. You move any feature of the bear or the headdress or the eagle, you move that anywhere, a half inch or an inch, and then it's not going to look right. It's gonna come out not perfect.
And they're all, if you look at the work, they're all separate images. I mean, they're a one composition, but each one of those images is designed to be part of a whole. But you could just take a section of that and you've got another painting.
It's beautiful. It's stunning, Graeme. Now let me ask you, how long of a flight is it, hour-wise, when you get on in Sydney to Los Angeles? How long is it?
Flying over, it's just under 13 hours.
Okay.
And then flying back to Australia, because we're going to the jet stream, it's about 14 hours.
Wow.
So it's a long way on a plane. I've done the trip many, many, many times. And obviously living over here and going back to see my family.
Catch a rough flight every now and then?
Yeah, occasionally you do. Occasionally you do. But I mean, I'm so used to the fact that I understand the distance of the flight and what I've got to do and how I'm going to feel when I get here. So and the same at the other end. I mean, literally I get off the plane, say hi to everybody and just head straight to bed.
For about 4 days, yeah.
I'm gone.
Tell me about this piece, because
once again, I mean, these are part of the mythological studies that I do. You know, history, prehistory, and this is the Aztec world. Obviously, going down to Mexico and studying some of the.
How do you like Mexico?
It's amazing. Once again, you know, I mean, there's some fascinating cultures, and you look back at the civilizations that these people created, and part of that whole genre to me is to put the ideas of who those people were, the animals that existed with them, their culture, their buildings, and create a montage or a collage of ideas that express that.
Now, let's, oh, that's stunning, and that's a large original. Now, camera 2 here, it's, we're fine. What we're going to do, Graeme, now this painting, and I don't know if if tonight's the night, That's monumental. I mean, that is
Big piece.
that's bigger than Hank the Bank.
That is a big piece. Actually, that's going to go through the canvas if you're not careful. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to
Because
hold
it's
that
so
up.
big.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, let's, well, we'll just hold this up for now. Tell us about this piece. What do you got going on here?
Another good friend of mine in Australia, a young lady that I used to know called Shelley, funnily enough. And Shelley actually modelled for this particular piece. But it's actually about the Celtic angels again, once again with the Celtic dawn that you have there. And this is an Irish symbol that represents knowledge. This is a Welsh symbol, obviously representing the Christianity. This is the knot, or the Celtic knot that they have. This is William Wallace's monument. I'm sure that you've probably seen the movie Braveheart.
Yeah, is that where they filmed it?
That's the monument in Scotland that they actually made to him. And this is the English Rose. So it's actually the four tribes or the 4 countries that exist within the UK.
Wow. This is Graeme, I mean, this you got to be proud of this.
I mean, a lot of time, a lot of work once again. I mean, you simply just don't start a painting like this. You know, you have to draft a sketch, you have to draft an idea. So I had to actually study these different sections and find out, okay, well, how am I going to put all of this together? So there's a great deal of work that goes into them.
Now, Liz, are you all right if I leave this here with you? Are you okay? Yeah.
Strong, honey?
Well, did you ever see the movie Braveheart?
Certainly did.
Remember that one scene with the horse? That was Jimmy. They put him in the horse outfit. Camera 2 here. Well, Graeme, and ladies and gentlemen, if you're a registered customer or you're a friend of Graeme's, if you have a question or two, please give us a call. Call us right now tonight, and we'll see if Graeme can answer it. And there's one other painting I want to show. And Graeme, Graeme had tried to make it possible that we'd have more originals, but some of them, in this day and age of international commerce, customs didn't see it our way. That's
okay.
No, and we're going to get it all straightened out. But it was funny because Graeme was at my house last night for dinner, and I told him, I said, Liz has spent a few hours there, and it's going to be a little more paperwork than we thought. And Graeme said, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to get my paintings.
It didn't work.
And Nate drove you over there, and it just, it's funny because that's my thought too.
Sure.
And that's just how it is. But so, I mean, you literally get on the phone, all around the world and said, been invited to do this program in the United States, and it's Masters Month, and I know you might have that painting sold, but please get it back to me. I'm gonna put it on TV.
My parents and my sister were not impressed at all. The wolf piece was actually in my sister's home. She was just not happy at all. And I mean, my family doesn't want Christmas presents off me, obviously, and my friends, because of what I do now, it's like, can you give me a piece? And I say, look, I'd really like to, but this is what I do as a living.
Yeah.
But for my family, obviously, my mum and dad and my sister, if that's the case, they generally get what they want. So within reason, of course. I don't get too carried away.
Like this piece here, did you take this off of anyone's wall?
No, this one wasn't. No, once again, one of the models that I work with in Australia. Being influenced by some of the great masters as I've gone through time as well. I enjoy Klimt's work as well.
Gustav Klimt.
Gustav Klimt. So a lot of
what this is stunning. This rose with the gold.
It's called Kissed by a Rose, and I mean, you look at the rose, and that's the title of the piece, but it's fairly incidental in the whole makeup of the painting. But once again, it's an exercise of colour and shape and composition. And to be able to do that successfully enough by using certain mathematical principles designs a piece so that it really is appealing to the human eye to look at. And that's the reason that I design these things the way that I do.
Oh, it's stunning, Graeme. I mean, it is just stunning. And that's a great answer you gave too, because I've asked almost every artist that comes on the show, and they all have their take on it. What do you hope someone gets out of your work? And you told me your soul, which is
that's what they get.
That's everything you got to give. Huh?
That's what they get.